the details. Former Jamaican Prime Minister Bruce Golding has launched a blistering attack on U.S. President Donald Trump over his conduct of international affairs and his aggression towards Venezuela. The former Prime Minister broke his silence in an opinion piece issued to the media. In criticizing Trump, Golding warns that the international community is facing the most serious threat to global stability in more than 8 decades. Ricardo Brooks reports on the unprecedented intervention from the former head of Jamaica's government.
Art Bruce Golding served as Jamaica's Prime Minister from 2007 to 2011. Former Prime Ministers are known for usually staying above the fray and being diplomatic when commenting on national or international affairs. But this morning, clearly Golding has had enough. He describes the sitting U.S. President as a megalomaniac whose inclinations are mercurial and virulent. He accuses Donald Trump of endangering the global rule-based order that has been in place since World War II. Golding says Trump has neutered critical institutions such as the World Trade Organization, put the future of the security alliance NATO in doubt, and hobbled the response to climate change. The former Jamaican Prime Minister says by summarily executing people in the Caribbean Sea by military strikes, Trump's America has arrogated to itself the right to be judge, jury, and executioner. This, he says, constitutes a redefinition of the rule of law. Golding wasn't done yet. He accuses Trump of blatant hypocrisy. Golding says although there is convincing evidence that Nicolas Maduro did steal the 2024 election in Venezuela, he wants to know how that's any different from what he pointedly describes as Donald Trump's attempt to steal the 2020 U.S. election. The former Jamaican Prime Minister says Trump's warning that Colombia, Cuba, and Mexico could be next on his radar of intervention amounts to a blazing audacity. According to Golding, Trump is like a raging bull charging through halfway tree, mowing down everyone and everything in its path. He says the silence of the international community has been disheartening. Golding is warning that Trump's behavior is a crisis for CARICOM. According to the former Jamaican leader, no head of government in the Caribbean is safe. He says any of them could be snatched by the United States in the dead of night, just as Maduro was. Golding took particular aim at Trinidad's Prime Minister, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, who has twice publicly broken with regional neighbors in support of the Trump administration. Mr. Golding is warning her that she may soon come to find that the United States is actually the unreliable partner. The elder Jamaican statesman is also warning the people of the Caribbean that recolonization is upon the region. He says the future of the world now rests in the hands of the American people and what they do in the next presidential election. The former Prime Minister ends his missive on a sad note. He says at 78 years old, he was hoping to leave the world better than he found it. He says much of the improvements he has seen in Jamaica gave him some hope that he would go to his grave with some satisfaction. But he says he's now deeply troubled as things are falling apart. Ricardo Brooks.